stream. Let me fix this camera a bit. Let's go a little closer. I feel like I'm like a million miles away. I'm a million miles away. Look at my crazy hair. But yeah, welcome to another fantastic live stream in the capital of Cambodia, Phnom Penh. Hi, we're actually at an ice cream place and a coffee shop. Let me tell you, I'm sitting on a leather couch, okay? I'm in a place called the Gelato Factory, and I'm on a green leather couch. It doesn't get any better than this. I've already had my 3 scoops of ice cream because obviously it would have melted by the time I got on talking. So here's the flavors I got. I got a scoop of pistachio, a scoop of blueberry cheesecake, ooh, that was good, and a scoop of salted caramel. It came to $3.75, and here's the size of the bowl, just so you guys know. I ate it all. It's all gone. Salty. But I also got a cappuccino. Look at this cute little red cup with a cute little saucer. I'm all about cute. I gotta drink it before it turns cold. But anyway, if you're new here and you do not know who the hell I am, because not everybody does, my crazy ass, my name is Tammy. I hail from Orlando, Florida, USA. I'm gonna move this table a little closer. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just move this vase closer. But yeah, I'm from Orlando, Florida. I currently am an expat. Hello. I'm currently an expat who lives in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and that is where we're live streaming from right now. Now, how long have I lived here? Over a year. January 10th, I think, was my original anniversary date. I moved here last year, and I've been here a year, and I absolutely love this city. It always never ceases to amaze me. It's always got fantastic places to get a bite to eat, chill, get out of the heat and just chill out. It's just super, super nice. Yeah, once we get a little more people on the live stream, I'll show you. I'm on the second, there's like 2 levels of this Gelato Factory. I'm on top, of course. No pun intended. But there is a downstairs, and yeah, they got it decorated beautifully. It definitely looks like an ice cream shop. Got the fans going, it's really super nice. Hello, we got people coming in. Yeah, don't be shy, tell me where you're tuning in from. Okay, I'm not a mind reader, so let me know the city, state, and country where you are from. Cheers, while I take a sip of my cappuccino. You're gonna hear some lovely jazz music in the background. Oh, hello. So you enjoyed the video about the money? Oh yeah, that was a trippy video, wasn't it? Super trippy. Mississippi in the house? All right. All right. You've never had gelato? What? I have to say, I like it better than ice cream. I don't know what they do to it, but it tastes really super creamy. Gelato's the bomb. You should try it. Hey, who's that? Random user? Hi, random user. I like your handle. That's pretty cool. I know this light is really bad, but I'll tell you what. Let me show you what I'm working with here, okay? So here is where we are. Look at this. Isn't this lovely? I do have a Russian guy to the right. But yeah, check this couch out. Isn't this lovely? Yeah, I got my feet up, guys. Oh, goody, he left. Okay, so now I got the whole second floor to myself. Isn't this cool? I don't think he wants to be on camera. He was speaking Russian earlier. But yeah, check this downstairs. Got a lady on her laptop. Hi, Tammy. Hey, Tammy Conte's in the house. Welcome into the live stream. See, we got a big long red couch. Isn't this gorgeous? Look how they decorated the walls. You see that? That is super, super nice. It says ice cream. Now you could sit outside if you want, but it is a little hot, guys. I love the wall. But yeah, it's good to see you too. Yeah, I got your message last time. You said you missed me. I was like, oh, that sort of sucks. But you're here now, and that's all that matters. So yeah, check me out, just lounging out on this green couch in an ice cream shop. Like, what? It doesn't get any better than this, guys. I'm just saying. This is a real leather couch, okay? I'm sitting on a green leather couch in an ice cream shop. Of course, I already have my ice cream, so I can't show you what it is. And I'm having a cappuccino. Well, I'm almost done with it. It is awesome. It is awesome. Yeah, I see you guys are like tuning in here. I'm trying to catch your messages as we yik yak over here. But where are we? Okay, this place is called the Gelato Factory. It's in the city of Phnom Penh, Cambodia, in case you don't know where that's at. This is the capital of Cambodia, and it is super modern. Okay. It is approximately, what time is it? It's like 2:45 in the afternoon. I just love these pictures, these old-timey pictures. It's like 2:45 in the afternoon. It's Monday. Oh, and by the way, guys, happy Lunar New Year. I know this may not mean much to Westerners, but this is the kickoff of the Chinese New Year here in Cambodia. I'm looking all crazy. Actually, today is their New Year's Eve, okay? So it's like a New Year's Eve. What they do, half the city's shut down, so if there's any like Chinese-owned businesses, they're closed. But places like this that aren't owned by the Chinese, they're open. Sort of hit and miss with the tuk-tuk rides. I mean, I had to wait. When there's a holiday, you have to wait longer to get a ride. I had to wait approximately 7 minutes to get my last ride out here. I don't know what it's going to be like trying to get home. I might have to do the backstroke, you know what I mean? But no, it's a 30-minute drive. I got to get a ride home. But tomorrow's the official New Year's Day, so it's Chinese New Year, and they have Vietnamese out here, so they're celebrating their New Year coincide with Chinese New Year because their cultures are similar. So yeah, tonight they're not doing fireworks or anything out here. The country, the prime minister, he said he didn't want fireworks because it's too dry and it could cause a fire out here. So they're not doing fireworks out here. But they are allowing, I call them captured burns, you know, where it's like they burn what's called fake money. It's supposed to be good luck, not real money. I mean, I know how to burn some real money, but this is fake money. They burn fake money and they burn incense to their ancestors for good luck for the new year. So they're allowing that, and a lot of families are like, you know, doing their reunions. They're going out. I think half the place went out to the provinces. Because, I mean, if you were here now, the city's pretty, I wouldn't say empty, but I'd say 50% empty. That's what's actually sort of good. When you stick around for the new year or you stick around for their holidays, half the city empties out and they all split to go to their relatives' places and nobody comes into the city. So you pretty much get the place to yourself. The only downfall is the rides, like trying to get a tuk-tuk ride, because then everybody wants a ride. So that's going to be a problemo. But anyway, happy Chinese New Year. And let me get to your comments. All right, here we go. And you get to see this lovely view instead of my mug. Check, they got the fan on. I got a fan, okay? I got a fan. All right, okay. And then you got the gelato shots here. Yeah, it's the fire horse. Okay, let me go back here. So you guys could be sitting right here with me. Shout out from Montana. Okay, Andre's from Montana. Let's see who else. Somebody's tuning in from Alaska. Go, AK Blaze. Okay, let me go back. Let's see. Back. Okay. Let me show you something more than a wall. You can take a look at this guy. Ain't he cute? Shout out from Montana. Okay, let's see. We already answered where we are. AK Blaze, you wish you could travel more. Oh yeah, you need to travel more. It's very fun. Josh. Hello, Josh. Okay, Tammy says, just woke up to go to the restroom, so I just wanted to say hi, hello. It's 1:45. I promise I'll see you next time for sure. Okay, no problem, Tammy. Go back to bed. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. You could catch the replay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Marie, Fire Horse. Yeah, it's the year of the Fire Horse. Josh is watching from the Philippines. Awesome. Okay, AK Blaze says it's 10:46 p.m. Yeah, you're way over there in Alaska. You're in Alaska. So, yeah, it's the year of the Fire Horse, guys. And that's supposed to be a very lucky year, by the way. So I think it's going to be a good year for all of us. Let's hope, right? Let's certainly hope it's going to be a good year for all of us. I don't have Chinese ancestry in me, but hey, I'll celebrate Chinese New Year. I mean, you know how the Chinese actually have a tradition. I wish I wasn't on it. They have red envelopes and they put money in it, like real money, and they hand them out to their family and their friends. I wish I had a relative that was Chinese right now. I'd like to get a little cash, you know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good to the last drop. That's how good it is. Venice. Somebody's from Venice? Okay. Oh, Tammy, you still on the line? Girlfriend, I thought you went back to bed. Okay, let me read your comment. I thought girlfriend went back to bed. Last but not least, I want to know more about where you're at. I'm talking to my husband about coming to visit because you know I want to move out here, go to nice places like you. Okay, where are we at? Girlfriend. This is the Gelato Factory. Ain't this nice? It's a small little cozy place. You can sit outside. Yeah, let me get off my butt so you guys can just get a better shot at this. But we're in the Gelato Factory. There's many of these little ice cream shops in Phnom Penh. Wow, this ceiling, bro, is super low. Check this out. I can't even stand up. Look, my head is hitting the ceiling. What? I gotta be careful there. Okay, but the ceiling is going up. Oh my God, that's really funny. Okay, look. Now there's room. Oh shit. And I'm telling you what, you gotta watch these trick steps. I tripped it when I was coming up here. Now here's the bathroom, of course. Hello. You wanna see what a bathroom looks like? Looks pretty good, don't it? Wow. Let me just straighten my little self out. Selfie time. You know, guys, I just bought this white shirt. I'm sporting a white shirt today. But yeah, check this out. But yeah, you go up the stairs here. And you can sit outside. Isn't this adorable? Ice cream sundaes. I like these old-fashioned signs. I think they're really cool. But yeah, this thing got me right here. You have to watch your step. See? I think that's just a back door. But anyway, I'm sitting back there. Okay. This is a green leather couch. And look, the ceiling is getting lower. I'm like, I gotta scrouch to get in here. Bye, Tammy. Catch you later, Gator. Hot coffee. Yeah, it is a super nice place. This is actually the first time I've ever been here. Isn't that crazy? Hey, Sanam. Sanam's in the house. Hello, Sanam. Let me go back on your messages. Let me go to your messages here, guys. Okay, talk soon. Ciao. Where are you from? I am from Orlando, Florida, USA. Yes, it's very nice up here. This is gorgeous. Angela, we're in Cambodia. This is Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Isn't this gorgeous? I just love this coffee shop. Well, it's really a gelato ice cream shop, and they serve coffee. Let me go back on your other comments. Did I miss any comments? Sebastian says, looks nice. Yeah, it does. Oh, okay, love from Afghanistan. Okay, welcome in, Afghanistan. Welcome in, Afghanistan. So yeah, this is the big celebration, the Year of the Fire Horse, in Chinese New Year. Okay, I'm just chilling on this couch, so I'm just randomly sitting here holding my phone. If you guys have any questions, OKC? What's OKC? Sounds like that old rap song. Get down with you. Was it Get Down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You know I'm showing my age now. Anyway, get down with OKC. Yeah, you know me. I don't know where OKC is. You're gonna have to okay that for me because I don't know where OKC is. Anywho. Looks like she's doing some mopping up here. Yep, she's doing some cleaning up here. Michael says hello. Hello, hello. Let's see if I missed anybody else's comments. Give me just a moment while you enjoy the lovely view of this chair. Montana's in the house. Now somebody mentioned in here, I think it was from AK, mentioned in here that he wanted to travel more. That was me. I'll give you my backstory if you guys don't know who the hell I am, because most people jump on here and don't know who the hell I am. I am an expat from Florida, Orlando, and I've lived here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia for 1 year. I consider this home now. Even though I'm flying back to the States this September to visit some family, but I'm only staying for 30 days and I'm flying back out. Before I settled here in Cambodia, I actually was a solo backpacker. So if you're new to my channel and you want to see the places that I've been to, feel free to hit any of the playlists. I've been, I'll just give you I did a whole roundabout in Southeast Asia first. Then I branched out to Turkey, did a couple months around Turkey. Then I went into Eastern Europe. So I've been through like the Balkans, like Bosnia, Albania, Serbia, North Macedonia, been through all there. then branched up to Central Europe a little bit, did a little bit of Krakow, Europe. I don't know if they call it Krakow or Krakow, Poland. I was there. And then I was in Budapest, Hungary. Then I went out through Spain. I was in a little town called Diller, Spain, which was beautiful. Snow-capped mountains. It was like a 30-minute ride south out of Granada. So if you're familiar with Granada, Spain, I was out there. And then I exited back out to Florida. And that was, like I said, that was a year ago. So I was on the road for, I'd say 2 years. I was on the road for 2 years. Believe me, I'm not rich. I saved up all my money. Like, it took me a decade to save up money. I have 2 children that are now grown. I was raising my kids. I was saving my money. And I was like, I'm going to do this before I can't do it no more. Before I freaking die or catch a disease or anything weird happens to me, I am going to fulfill my lifelong dream, and that is to travel. And my second lifelong dream, live in another country where my money stretches further so that I have a fighting chance towards retirement to actually not have to depend on the United States Social Security system, because who knows, it may not be there when I'm there. I still technically have 6 years to go until I collect Social Security, if it's around. So before that maybe happens, I want to make sure I, set up my own little thing. I recommend everybody to do that, whether that's through investments. I'm not an investor. I'm not an advisor. I'm just telling you. I do some investing. I live off of a pension from my job. I was on my job for 24 years with an insurance company, a very famous insurance company back in the States. And I will give the initials. You'll probably know what it is when I tell you. SF. SF is the name of the insurance company. I was a claims adjuster there for 24 years. I quit at age 53, and that's when I started my travels. And like I said, I'm here now in Cambodia, and I have a passion for this place, and I have a passion for helping anybody who wants to move here. That's what I do now, besides YouTube and, whatever else, because I'm retired, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, so I have a passion for helping others take the step to retire in Cambodia. Now, a lot of people ask me, like, can you help me get to Siem Reap, or can you help me get to Koh Rong? And I'm like, I'm cool with that, but I don't really have contacts out there. You know what I mean? Like, my shtick is the city. I can help you get set up here in Phnom Penh because that's where I live. I have contacts out here for like visas. I have contacts out here for real estate. I can get you set up, man. So that's what I do now. So just so you know, that's my general background. That's what's happening. But yeah, let me get back to your comments. And I just wanted to fill the gap here. But anyway, check out this. While I read your comments, you don't have to look at my mug the whole time. Okay, Dutchman's in the house. Phoenix, Arizona. Well, that's commitment. It's 1 a.m. in Phoenix and you're watching me? Good Lord. Thank you for that, Dutchman. I appreciate you. I got my cup in the way here. Let's move this. They give you hand sanitizer. See? Gelato Factory. That's where we're at. Thank you for tuning in, Dutchman. Oh, wow. Bang Bang says you've been with them. Who you been with? Your job? Wow, that's a commitment if that's the case. Okay, I Love Offers has a question about property tax sales over there. Wait, property tax and sales tax? Is that what we're talking about? Okay, Jay, hold on. Let me get to the other ones. Jay, we're in Cambodia. Ah, bang, bang, you got it right, man. That's exactly right. Wait, what? Well, you were working there? Hold up. Wait, bang, bang, you were working there for... Are you still there? Hey, no shade if you're still there, but that blows my mind if you're actually there. I'm telling you, it's a small world. Okay, let me get back to these other comments. Oh, hold on. I love offer. Okay, you had a question about property tax and sales tax, I think. I don't know about property tax because I rent. Okay, so if you're trying to buy property out here, you can't do it as a foreigner unless you are a citizen of Cambodia. But you can own a condo. Anything above ground level, you can own and buy a condo. You can actually buy 70% of the entire building if you want, but you can't own ground level. It's just their rules, not mine. But yeah, I don't know anything about property tax, but sales tax, I think it's just built into the price because every time I go out to eat and get something to eat out here, whatever the price is on the menu is exactly the price they charge. So in other words, if it says $3 on the menu, I don't get hit with a 7% sales tax on top of that, and I don't have to tip. There's no tipping in Cambodia, and I never see them add anything extra, other than if you go to one other place, which is, let me tell you this, let me hold the camera here like this. If you go to a fancy restaurant, and I'm talking, the plate of food is $50 or up, and they do have them out here. I call them 5-star restaurants. Then they will put on a flat tax of 10%, which is, actually it's not even a tax, it's a gratuity tax that goes to the staff. It's never more than 10%. So like I know back in the United States, what are they charging now? 28% for sale, for what? Tips and everything? I think it goes like, I mean, back in the day, I remember if you gave somebody 10%, they were doing well. Then I saw it was like jacked up to 12. Last I saw, maybe it was up to 20%. I don't even know what it is now because I've been out of the United States for 3 years, so I have no clue. Other than going back home to see my family for like 3 months, I've been out of the United States for 3 years, so you tell me. But I hope that helps with your question there. I love offers. I hope that helps. Let me see if I can catch some more of your comments here. You can enjoy the view of this couch. I gotta love this couch, man. This is a super awesome couch. I want one. You can catch a view of the ice cream shop. Carol, the crazy camper girlfriend, I love your handle. Texas? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is an expat channel. I help people move out here, and if you have any questions about Cambodia, that's really what this is about. Okay, Dutchman, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Okay, that's a good question. I love all, honestly, I can't answer anything like, if you pay them, can you own over time? Like again, if you're trying to own a home, you can't, and not unless you're a citizen out here. I don't think it has anything to do with taxes. Oh, you're a customer. Oh, okay, Bang Bang, you're a customer and you still are. Okay, thank you. Oh, you've seen this channel before, Friend Zone Millionaire? Cool. Okay, somebody says they saw stages of my life in the videos. Okay, thank you for watching. Nightman's in the house. Hey. Oh no, you broke your lower back? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that you broke your back. And then you said your parents got into your head. That happens. That happens. People don't know much about Cambodia, and this is why I do these live streams, because I am living here. I live, eat, and breathe this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because this is my home now, right? And when I do these live streams, you see what I see. You're chilling in a cafe in real time in Cambodia, and you can see I got the whole place to myself, literally. Oh, the only other person here is this chick on the laptop. Those other people left. There's just 2 people in this whole place, and that's me and her, and we're just chilling. But yeah, friends and family are going to try to talk you out of doing things that you want to do. I was very fortunate when I spoke to my children, because like I said, this was 10 years in the making. I let them know right up front. I says, because they're 6 years apart. My son is six years younger than my daughter. So she was out of the house first. I had to raise him up, right? But I told him, I says, look, when you hit 18 or 19, your mama's hitting the road, because I love you, but I have no more adult obligation to you because you are considered an adult. So it's time for you to get a job, get a place to live, pay your own bills, do your own thing, and you can do it because mama's hitting the road. And I will see you every other year. I'll swing in, and there's always FaceTime, and there's texting, and we got all of that, the wonders of technology, right? And he was cool with it, and he still is. And he's when I left, he was 19. He's now turning 22. Actually, he'll be 22 in 2 weeks. My daughter's turning 28 in a week, and my son will be turning 22. My daughter's born February 20, and my son's born March 8. So yeah, birthdays back to back to back. Mine's first, then my daughter, then my son. So yeah, I mean, when you have the support of your friends and your family, it's very easy to pull the trigger and move to another country. But when you don't have the support, that's where it gets difficult, and that sucks. So you really just have to do your own due diligence with your research. You have to have the courage to pull the trigger, and you have to have the commitment and to be able to stand your ground and say, look, I love you. If it's your parents, to say, look, I love you, Mom and Dad, but I got to do this for me. I mean, worst case scenario, it doesn't work out, I come back home. Best case scenario, I stay. And then you got a place to travel to and stay for free. So if you sort of put it in that light, they probably would start thinking twice about it and be like, Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me go ahead and get back to some more of your comments. Good evening, Bear. Okay, so Truss has a good question. What brought you to Cambodia? Finance, relationship, needed a change. And I apologize for everybody who's my OGs. They already know the story, but I'm going to tell the story, Truss. Is it Truss? In a roundabout way. Back on my travels when I was doing backpacking, I never came to Phnom Penh, but I did go to Siem Reap, okay? And I dug it. I says, okay, this is nice, but it doesn't really have much as far as like restaurants and shopping. It's more of a touristy, like pub street, go to Angkor Wat zone, all of that stuff, which is nice for a little while, but I'm a girl who needs diversity. Let's put it that way. So when I got done traveling, I was like, I don't want to go back to the United States, get another job. Because at the time I was only 54. I was like, I don't want to have to go back to work. I don't want to have to buy a car. I gave my car to my son. It was paid for. I said, it's your car. What am I going to do with it, right? So I'd have to literally start all over again. I'd have to get an apartment, get a car, and get a job. And I was like, I'm not doing that. No. I'm out, and I'm out permanently. I'm going to make this shit work. So I had in my head okay, I'm just going to teach. I'm going to teach English in Cambodia. And why did I pick Cambodia? Because at my age, it was easier to get a work permit versus getting it in Thailand or Laos or Vietnam, right? So that's when I initially put Phnom Penh in my head, because they said most of the jobs are in the capital versus Siem Reap. So I said, okay, cool, I'll go to Phnom Penh. Because I had my what do you call, my pension from my job, and I was like, well, maybe I need a little more money. So that's where the teaching idea came in. So then I got here and I taught for like 1 week. I got a job. And then I said, this isn't for me, because I was teaching kindergarten kids. I said, I don't like it. I don't really want to get back in the matrix. I don't want to have to work for somebody else. I can actually live on my pension and I don't need the extra money, right? So I was like, I can actually do something that for myself, for a change. I could start my own business online. I can do YouTube as a hobby. If something comes of it, great. So that's what I did. And then I was like, well, first, when I first got the job and my apartment out here, I had my 6-month visa, and I was like, maybe I will leave, maybe I'll go to another country. I don't know. But then the longer I stayed here, the more this place grew on me. The longer you stay in Phnom Penh, the more you discover. There's so many cafes and restaurants and clubs, cigar lounges. I mean, if you're into drinking, bars up the ass. I mean, there's so much to do out here. And then if you're into the cultural scene, I mean, there's museums, there's, everything. Like I said, I've lived here almost a year, and I haven't even scratched the surface as far as where to eat and all of that. I could probably live here 20 years and still not eat at all of the restaurants out here or have ice cream in all the shops. That's how much variety is out here. It's crazy. So that's what brought me here, and that's what's keeping me here. And I'm like, my money stretches really far. Like, the conversion rate, if you're curious, it's 4,000 reals to $1. 4,000 reals is their money to $1 US. And they accept the USD, okay? They're a dual currency country. They accept their money and they accept the American dollar. So you can bank in both. And I do bank in both. I have a Charles Schwab card. I pull out cash out of the ATM when my rent is due. I pay my landlady the rent along with utilities, which is like, how much this is coming up next week. Guess how much my rent and utilities are this month? You guys will flip out. I thought it was really cheap. $384 total. What? $330 for my rent, $5 for my water, and I think she said it was, am I calculating right in my head? $54 or $59 for my power. Maybe it was 54. Anyway, it came to a total of $384. So yeah, I just pay her cash in USD, and everything else I do out here when I go, and they take credit cards, by the way, if you want to use your Visa. Visa and MasterCard are a thing out here. Discover's a little tough. If you have a Discover card, I recommend not getting it. Actually use your Visa or MasterCard. But I grocery shop with my Visa card because I get travel points off of it, and then I just use it. I pretend it's a debit card and I just pay it off the next day, right? But anything like these, like little shops here that I go to, and I buy myself a lunch or a coffee, I pay in their currency. What's called a US real. So it's pretty cool, and that's how it works, and that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. Next question. Well, Captain Jeff, I'm not kidding, and this isn't fake or some kind of a joke. I'm living in Cambodia, dude. I'm living proof. What I say is 100% real and true. $384 for my rent and utilities. That is no bullshit. This meal, I just bought 3 scoops of gelato, fancy gelato ice cream, and a cappuccino, and I paid $6.25 for that. And that's considered expensive. You can get a meal as cheap as $1.50 out here. I've done it. You can get, there's a place called, what's it called? Spicy Pork or something like that. They just opened up. You can go there and buy a pork dinner. Okay, with noodles, broth, you get a side coleslaw, you get a drink, and it's $1.50. What are we talking about here? This ain't America, bro. It ain't America. Well, it looks like, Captain Jeff, you're a very impatient person, but you're going to have to chill, or you just, find another channel. Okay, Phnom says, is it cold or hot there? It's hot, but it's cool in here. Okay, Stacy Stoltz says hi. That's very good, very good. Let me see if I missed anybody else. Hey, Michael MCW, good afternoon from BKK1, beautiful day in Phnom Penh. Absolutely, I'm actually chilling at the Gelato Factory right now. Okay, Chris Hansen, welcome into the channel. We are in Phnom Penh, Cambodia at the Gelato Factory. So you see there's an expat chilling out there. Yeah, we're sitting here up on the 2nd floor. I got my feet up. I'm sitting on a green leather couch. And we're just enjoying the afternoon, doing a live stream. Julian, oh, don't be jealous, but thank you for tuning in from Fort Lauderdale. Appreciate you. Well, crazy homeless weirdo. I guess, everybody has their own personal experiences. Okay, here's a good one. What is this? Bear LH says he's concerned about weather, typhoons, mosquitoes, tropical diseases, malaria, and dengue. Okay, that's a mouthful you just said there. And I can understand you being concerned. I totally get it. Let me just put this camera here. There are mosquitoes in the city, okay? In fact, I have 1 or 2 flying around in my apartment at all times, and I've been bit, obviously, but I've never had any problems with malaria or dengue fever. Dengue, I don't know what even they call it. I think it's really worse if you're out in the, the provinces, when you're out in the rice fields, when you're way out there. That's where it's really bad. And that's why I live in the city. You don't really have that much to worry about because there's really no dirt in the city. It's a concrete jungle, and you just have a few mosquitoes here and there. Weather, typhoons will not hit in Phnom Penh. And you know why? Because we're enclosed. We're enclosed on the Southeast Asia continent. Now, the country that's over to the, the east of me, Vietnam, the typhoons come in on their coast, and by the time it hits and comes to Phnom Penh, it dissipates. So the worst thing that you will get out here is rain. That's it. I went through the rainy season last year, and you might get like 2 hours, like buckets of rain coming down, and then it just turns off like a faucet. But you don't have to worry about typhoons out here. So you're not on a fault line. There's no earthquakes. There's no typhoons. And as far as malaria and all those diseases, they're really further out in the jungles of Cambodia. They are not in the capital city. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Whoever's tossing the hearts, I appreciate you. Good questions. That's what I want you guys to do, is ask good questions. Appreciate you very much. For ones that are being patient and being respectful, that's what this is about. I try to get to everybody's questions. I do get to talking, and I try to be as detailed as possible. So if you're impatient and can't wait, I think that is probably a personal problem. So again, I appreciate people being respectful, and I do try to answer everybody's questions. Let's get to the next one. You think it's encouraging, Bear? Okay, I'm glad you're encouraged. Hey, Jamie James is in the house. Hello. Fan phone says I'm very diplomatic. Hey, I try, brother, I try. Or sister, I don't know which one you are, but we're gonna try. Okay, Carol wants to know, so what kind of social activities or volunteering do you have? Have you learned the language? Some of the language, but not all of it. Okay, I know the basics to get by, but it's not very much necessary to know the language out here because they know English out here. Not everybody, but most people do. And you can get by with just your native English language, if that is your native language. But yeah, I know a handful of words, like hello, thank you. They say sir and ma'am, they say bong. So for an older person, or even a younger, if you show respect and say, instead of saying akun, ma'am, they would say, or madame, because they're French, they have French influence out here. They say akun, which means thank you, akun bong. Akun bong, bong is me. I know, bong bong. It sounds funny, but that is their way of showing respect to you, male or female, especially if you're more mature than they are. They will say akun bong or suste bong. That's how they say it. But yeah, you can get by on English out here. I've done it. I'm here now. I've been here over a year. My landlady speaks English, okay? Now, is it perfect English? No, but she gets her point across as much as I can get my point across. We get along quite well. There's always Google Translate, so, I mean, it's really easy. Now, if you were living, let's say, out in the provinces, that's gonna be a different story. Like, if you're in between, you're somewhere in the jungles out there in a village, chances are it's gonna be hard to speak just English out there. But you're in the big capital city. I mean, people speak English. They have language centers out here. They have schools. I mean, they hire Westerners all the time to teach them English. They want to learn English because they're an up and coming third world country. Like, they're going to be technically the next Singapore or the next Bangkok. Like, they're maybe 30 years behind Singapore, I would say. They're on the ground floor of coming up. And the only way that, I mean, it's hardly, I mean, look at this place. It's so chill, right? Look at me, I'm just sitting on a couch over here. They're not third world country anymore. If you want third world, you can get it on the street, but they're coming up. Just hang out with my feet over here. Oh, going back, I'm sorry, Carol, like social activities, volunteering, I missed that part. Social activities, I really do that with other expats because, again, of the language barrier. And I do some stuff on my own. Like I like to do drawing and art. So there are plenty of art stores out here. I like to go to art museums to get inspiration. Um, I'm very much into the art scene, so that's sort of my little side hobby. And as far as what else did you mention? Volunteering. I don't do any volunteering because I really don't have time. Between the YouTube channel and running my business online to help other people move here, I wish I did have time to volunteer, but I don't have time. So, but you can do it. It is very possible to do it. So, if that's your thing, then you go for it, girlfriend. You go for it. All right. Other questions? Oh, Glenn. Glenn Levy, did you go fishing yet? Hello from British Columbia. No, I did not go fishing, Glenn. No fishing. Fan phone says plaster falling off the walls doesn't make... no, this isn't plaster falling off the walls. This is actually their own decoration. They made it that way. You see, there is unity to this. If it was literally falling off the walls, this wouldn't be perfect. This is called ambiance. Okay, Goat, we're in Cambodia. Oh, fan, you were being flippant? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Jamie James, it's art. Okay, who's this? Slippery Rock? Nice to see you in the live stream. Okay, you want to know, are Americans made to feel welcome there, or do you feel like an outsider? Well, I'm always going to feel like an outsider, okay? That's a gimme, because I'm not from this country, right? I'm a stranger in a strange land. I'm always going to feel like an outcast, no matter how long I stay here. But how they treat me, as if I'm family. Like, I've never felt like they hated me. I've never felt like I wasn't wanted. They're just very chill people. I mean, what can I say? Like, this whole place is super chill. The place is chill. The people are chill. I'm chill. I'm just sitting here cross-legged on a green leather couch, like, in a gelato ice cream shop. It doesn't get any more chill than that. Hello. Okay, back to your questions. And yes, I did go shopping earlier. A place called Craftio. Okay, Goat wants to know, is Cambodia at war right now? No, they're not. Everything's chill, no wars. Oh, Cabinito, if they got money, they're welcome. I mean, isn't that the same with any place? If you got money, you're welcome. If you don't, they're not going to have you buy anything. So, but they're still friendly to you. Oh, you like the coffee shop I was in at the last live stream? Oh, that's cool. Bear wants to know, can you comment on religion there? Yeah, I mean, they're very religious out here. In fact, let me think how many religions are out here. There's Buddhism, Muslim, Christianity. I think there's one other religion, but those are the big three. Yes, there are Christians. There's Khmer people that actually practice Christianity. They're not Buddhists. In fact, there is a Christian church 1 block from my apartment. They have a band, they play music. I hear them from my balcony every Sunday morning. They play Christian music. They have a live band there, and they go from 9 to 10:30. It's like clockwork. And literally 1 mile down the road, I could start hearing the monks chanting, the Buddhist monks. I have a variety of religious things going on out here. So no, I mean, they're very tolerant of all religions out here. It's very cool, guys. Yeah, long time. Who's this? I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up on your stuff. Is it? Can't read your thing. I hear, I see quarter 4387. Well, hi. Hi. Catholic? I don't know about Catholic. Somebody asked about Catholicism. I think it's more Christian than it is Catholic. But then again, I'm not religious. Like, I don't go to church or anything like that. It doesn't mean I don't believe in God, because I do. I'm more spiritual, and I believe that God is within, so I don't need to actually go somewhere to worship God, because God is always with me. That's my view. And I believe there is something bigger and greater than me, you, or anything else on this planet or in this universe that's running the show. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna be on the right side of that. You know what I'm talking about? That's right. All right. Goat wants to know, what's the most unique store or business you've seen there? Gosh, they're all of them, man. They're all unique. I mean, look at this place. How can I say that this place is better than another, or how can I say that another place is better than this? I mean, they're all unique in their own way. Yes, they speak English, Sebastian. Okay, Ernie, welcome in. You're coming in from Australia. Awesome. Yeah, fan phone. I help people to move here. I do. I help people move here because I wish I had that English person on the ground in Cambodia when I first got here, you know, to help me out with like where to get an apartment and everything. So now I'm that person. I'm that person that can guide you and help you and save you hours of time and red tape and days worrying like, am I going to be able to get an apartment, and, you know, and the amount that I can afford, and what part of the city should I even look in? I got you. I got you. So if you are interested in moving here to Phnom Penh, well, you can hit me up on my website, nextstepunknown.me. If you just want to write me and have a question about Cambodia, I'll help you there too. And that's free, of course. Write me at Tammy, T-A-M-I, at nextstepunknown.com. I'll be happy to answer your questions. If that was too fast for you and you didn't have a pen, chill, don't worry. After the live stream's over, just jump back into the replay, go down to the description box. All of my info will be right there for you. I promise. I won't leave you hanging. Good questions. All right, back to the comments. No, I don't worry about Montezuma revenge, Carol, because I don't eat street food. Oh, Fanboy wants to know how. How do I help people here? It's very simple. I have a real estate connection, so I can help you pick whatever apartment you want around town. I ride with you, you know, give you my 2 cents if I think the area is good, if I think it's a good deal or not. So I'm sort of like your liaison, right? So I'll hook you up with the realtor, then we'll all ride together, we'll check out all the apartments that you want, and that's free. That part's free, okay? Now, my services aren't, but obviously that part's free. You know, because I work with people one-on-one. I'm not a tour guide. I don't do groups of people at one time. It's just me. It's not like I have other employees, so it's just me. So, you know, I have to use my time wisely with whoever books with me. So if you book me for an hour, if you book me for the half a day, then you got me. Like, you got total attention with me, and I got your attention, and we're gonna get things done that moment. And I also help people with their visas. So let's say you're already here, you want to get your retirement visa, but you have no clue where to go to get it. I have a girl that does it. You can come through me. You can just sit back on your ass on your nice little easy chair in your nice, beautiful apartment overlooking the river, and let Tammy take care of it. Okay. And then, of course, I can help you with locate some health insurance. I can't guarantee you'll get it, but I can at least lead you to it. And we can also, you know, if you're curious about Like, where are the pharmacies? Where's the good places to go grocery shopping? Do you have any of those little details? How do I get around? If I don't ride a motor scooter, what do I do? You know, those little things I can help you with. So that's how I help people. I have helped several people move here. My last victim was Paul. Shout out to Paul from Montreal, Canada. Really cool dude. He's been here a month now, and I helped him locate his apartment, and he's very happy with it. So I actually reckon we saw like 5 apartments that day, and that was the first one we saw, and I was like, this is the one. I could just feel it in my bones. I was looking at this place. I said, if I was looking for a place, this would be the place I would get. And then we went to the other 4, and he was shaking his head too, and he thought about it like for 24 hours. He goes, you know what? I decided on the apartment that you liked. And I was like, see, you must listen to me. Just kidding. Okay, Bear says, one of my concerns is learning the local language. Khmer doesn't really look as difficult as I assumed. I speak 8 languages, so I would definitely want to learn the language. Definitely go for it, Bear. If you already know 8, this would probably be a breeze for you. Okay, Goat wants to know about public transportation. Okay, hold on. Let me try to catch up with the other comments. Just give me a second. Okay, Glenn, I know you're anxious. You want to know about, I was going to go fishing. I haven't found a place to go fishing, Glenn. So it's not like you can just like grab a pole. They don't sell fishing poles out here. Like, unless you're a commercial fisher, I don't think you can just grab a pole and go fishing out here. I haven't seen any tourists go fishing. I don't think fishing's a thing here in the city. I mean, you can go fish at the river maybe, but would I want to? No. So until the opportunity presents itself, Glenn, which may be in another part of Cambodia, I'll let you know. But right now, brother, there ain't no fishing pole around here, and there ain't no fish. Except the ones that are found on my plate, okay? All right. Thank you, Bara. I'm glad you appreciate that. Okay, John, to each his own. Goodbye. Jamie wants to know, how long have I lived there? I've lived here for over a year. It was a year in January. Yes, I am an expat, Sisak. Philip wants to know, does the store-bought milk taste like American milk? Honestly, I've never bought milk here, other than coconut milk, but they do have regular cow milk here, so I can't tell you if it tastes like American milk. They sell it. They don't sell it by the gallon, but they sell it by the quart and the half a gallon. Wait, no, they only sell it by the quart. They don't sell half gallons or gallons. I could tell you that. But they sell carnation milk like crazy, and they put that in their coffees, which is really good. You know, it's that sweet milk. And they also sell coconut milk is a big thing out here. Sorry, can't answer about the cow milk. I don't know if it tastes like American milk or not. I'm not a big dairy person anymore, other than today I picked up some gelato, but I was just craving ice cream. But yeah, don't know about that one. Yes, well, fan phone, it's actually, spell my name Tami at nextstepunknown.com for my email. I love offers asking, do Americans live all in the same area? No, most of them could be in BKK1 Russian market area, but they are scattered throughout the city, so don't worry about that. They're scattered throughout the city. Okay, Go. Let me get back to your question. What is public transport like? It's very good. You can catch a bus, okay? So if you want to just take a bus, a public bus, it's hard to catch them, but they are available and they cost 37 cents a ride. I have not personally done it because it's just too easy for me to just hail a ride off the Grab app. I get a tuk-tuk, well, usually in under 3 minutes flat. It does cost more than 37 cents a ride, depending on how long you're going, but you can go up to 30 minutes on a ride on a tuk-tuk and spend under $3. So it's pretty reasonable, in my opinion. Plus, it's a personal driver, so I sort of like that. It's like, driving Miss Lazy over here. But you can take a public bus. They have bus stops. The only problem with that, though, now I've heard from other expats that have taken the bus, they said that the bus is unpredictable. In other words, there is a schedule, but they never really follow it. So if you're in a hurry, I don't think the bus is the thing for you. If you don't give a shit about time, you can sit on the side of the road and wait for that bus and only pay 37 cents. If you are brave enough to drive around town and you want to rent a scooter, you can do that. I think as cheap as, what is it? It could be anywhere from $5 to $10 a day, something like that. Maybe up to 15, depending on the size of the engine of the motorbike that you buy. So maybe $5 to $15, right? Or you can get a big discount. You just rent it by the month. They'll give you a big, huge discount if you want to just rent it. If you want to buy your own motorbike, that's even better because you can buy a brand new motorbike out here for like $1,500, right? And you can get a used one for half that price. So it's really up to you. And other than that, you can walk. Depending on where you live, you can walk around here very easily. Although these sidewalks are a little busted up, it's a little tough. You do have to watch your step. I'm gonna be honest with you, you gotta be careful. So don't just be on your cell phone and not paying attention to where you're stepping or you're gonna bust your ass. You will fall or twist your ankles. So you do have to be careful. They don't have really sidewalks out here unless you're down by the river where all the tourists are, or you're near the Royal Palace, and things are a little bit more Western. But when you're out and about walking around the city, you're on the road walking, and the roads they can get some jacked up. They're not the best in the world, but they're working on that. And other than that, with transportation, of course, there's cars out here, cars and trucks, and if you want to buy a car or truck, you can do that. I've seen a brand new SUV at the mall. They were advertising for sale, and it was as low as $25,000 for a brand new SUV. Now, was it a Ford? No, it was a Chinese-made brand. They do have Fords out here. I've seen Ford Rangers for sale out here. Lexus is big, Toyota's big out here. What other brands? Well, I mean, if you want high-end, they sell Rolls Royces out here. They sell Lamborghinis. I've seen pink Lamborghinis racing down the middle of Phnom Penh streets. I've seen Rolls Royces. I've seen, what's another big brand I can't even think of right now? But there is very high luxury out here, and then there's very cheap, and it's everything in between. So I hope that answers the transport question. I know I got a little detailed, but that'll give you an idea of what's happening out here. Goat says $3 for a 30-minute Uber. I'm sold. Yeah, it is fantastic. Glenn, country girl would find a fishing pole. Yeah, I'm more of a city slicker. Hey, brown man, what's up? What's up? What's up, buddy? Victoria, I am in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. You are on the other side of the world. Welcome. As you can see, people are out here having gelato ice cream. That's where we're at. We're in an ice cream shop. I'm on the second floor. I already had my ice cream, and I had my cappuccino. And now I'm talking to you. You got it, fanboy? Okay, great. Hello to Cowboys fan, 1965. How are you? Oh, okay. Carol wants to know about Italian food and restaurants. Hey, Carol. They have so many Italian restaurants out here, it will blow your mind. Okay. You want pizza? There's pizza. You want linguine? You can get it. You want spaghetti, the spaghetti and meatballs. You know what I mean? The spaghetti and meatballs. There are people out here literally from Italy that own these Italian restaurants, and you will get some very, very good Italian food. You want espresso? You'll get that too. But then there are Italian restaurants that are owned by other than Italian people, and the food's like, eh. Like I've been to a few like chains out here that serve pizza. I think one of them's called Pasta Corner. The pizza's not exactly like the pizza in the West. You know, when you get a pizza, you expect pizza sauce. You expect that marinara tasting with the Italian herb pizza sauce. Most of them don't serve it that way. They actually serve ketchup as pizza sauce. You heard me right. They put ketchup on the pizza. And it's the weirdest taste. Like, I took a bite into it. I was so surprised. I was like, what is this? I said, this is sweet. What is this? And she brings me extra ketchup on the side. I'm like, is there ketchup on this pizza? And I go back and look on the menu, and it says sauce, tomato ketchup sauce. Yeah, they got all kinds of weird stuff going on out here, guys. I mean, shit, they have seafood pizza. I'm not a big seafood person, but if you want seafood on your pizza, you can get that too out here, along with anything else. You just fainted at ketchup? I'm so sorry. Did that girl leave? Oh yeah, she did. She split. And we got a couple outside hanging out. Isn't that a nice little place? You like mustard pizza? Okay, mustard pizza could be a thing. Why not? Top spin, Willie. I am not Sue. Let me go back on your other comments. Hold on just a momento. Card Brothers. Hello, Card Brothers. What time is it for me now? It's going on 3:45 p.m. We are in Cambodia. Glenn, I'm glad I make you laugh. Okay, guys, I'm scrolling back. That's why you're enjoying this chill music and this view. Chill music and view here. Don't you just love this guy? I think this is really cool. I would like to have one of these at my house. That's pretty badass. I like that. Okay. Steal it, nostalgia. Now come on. I'm not gonna do that. I bet you I could find one of those at the secondhand stores. But it is pretty cool. I like it. You're making me laugh. What's some of the dumbest laws they have that you didn't know about? It's a hidden camera. No, actually, there's the camera right there. You see it? It's looking right at me. Hello. There's one right there. And let's see, I know there's another one in here. There's one right down there. Yeah, so we're on camera, guys. Hello. That must be the break room back there. Okay, Doggy 1111, did you look into Vietnam? Is Cambodia cheaper? Put my camera here for a change here. Yes, I did look into Vietnam because, you know, I'm not just passing through. I want to live here as long as I want to live on a retirement visa. And Vietnam, actually, as far as I know, I mean, when I looked back on it a year ago, they did not offer what you call a retirement visa. So you have to, like, I think they extended their tourist visa or whatever. It used to only be 30 days in the country, then you had to leave and come back. But I think now Vietnam does 3 months. So you can stay at Vietnam on a tourist visa, I think, for like 3 months. Then you got to go and come back, and you got to keep renewing the visa like every 3 months. So if you're trying to live over there, it makes it very expensive and difficult. Whereas here, I can do a retirement visa for 6 months or a year. So I only have to like either renew it twice or once, right? In fact, I'm waiting on getting my visa back right now. I'm in the middle of getting mine renewed for 6 months, multi-entry, and it cost me $170. The price actually went down because it used to be $185. So I don't know, she quoted me $170. But if you're trying to do a year, the last I heard it was $300 multi-entry for a year, if you're trying to go that route. Now, if you go to a visa agent, they're going to charge you the base, and they're going to charge you a processing fee. So what I'm quoting you is the base, okay? So depending on who you go to get your work done, they could charge you another, I'd say anywhere from another $10 to $50. So you just have to check around. I know a girl, and yeah, I know a girl. So in other words, she's been helping me out ever since I've been here. She's working on my visa now. She could be the one that helps you. You know, like I said, that's part of my services. So like, you don't want to worry about trying to find somebody and worrying about, well, maybe I can get it cheaper here or cheaper there. You can just come to me. I'll take care of it. I'll get my girl to process it. Everything's good. It only takes them about a week and a half to process. Now I'm thinking with this Chinese Lunar New Year that's happening today and tomorrow, it may be slowing my processing down a bit, even though she told me it won't affect them because the Khmer people don't take Chinese New Year off, which I was surprised. I was like, okay. It's just that if they're Chinese, they take the day off. So I should be getting my visa back either tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll see. It should be tomorrow or Wednesday. Good questions, guys. Let me get back to your commentos. It's so chill here. Oh my God, it's so nice. So chill. Hello, Hunter. I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. James Robbins says hi. Hello. I don't know about the laws too much out here. I love offers. I see you're asking what's the dumbest law. I don't know, honestly. I mean, all I know is I'm getting along just fine and I'm not breaking anything because nobody stopped me. So as long as nobody's telling me, hey, don't do that, I know I'm doing cool. Okay, Glenn wants to know, is there good Chinese food here? Glenn, it's unbelievable. The Chinese food is off the chain. Good is an understatement. A quarter, if not half of the city is owned by Chinese people. They're from China. They own restaurants up the ass out here. You can get the cheapy Chinese food, or you can get the expensive fine dining Chinese food experience, and everything in between. Hot pots up the ass out here. So if you have a big group of people and you want to go do a hot pot, you know what I'm talking about? Like everybody, they bring out all this meat and veggies and you have like a flame in the middle of the table and everybody cooks their own food. For like a giant group of people, like 8 to 10 people, you can have that whole meal for $30 and split it between 10 people. So it's a pretty good deal. Oh, the little girl, little girl. You're a little girl on the camera. Or no, she's downstairs running around. Do you guys want to see what the money looks like out here? Have you seen Cambodian money before? If you haven't, you're about to. This is just one example. This is a 500. See how cute and pink it is? You see the 500 on there? Here's the front. It's got Siem Reap on it. See it? I'm not sure who that dude is, but he's somebody important. You would think this is a very expensive note, right? Because it says 500 on it. Guess how much this is worth in American money? Take a wild guess. I want to see if you guys could guess. Remember, the conversion rate is 4,000 to $1. This is 500. Let's do a little math. Let's see if you guys get this. I'm going to check your comments. Let's see if you guys know it. Remember, conversion rate is 4,000 to 1. So if you're coming out here, what is 500? What is the 500 note worth? I got some answers coming in. $1, 20 cents, $1, $8. No, a little bit off there. Let me see what else you guys got. 3 cents. Remember, 4,000 to 1. So half of 4,000 is 2,000. That's 50 cents. Half of that, 2,000, 1,000 is a quarter. Half of the quarter is like 12.5 cents. So whoever got close to 12.5 cents, that's how much this 500 note is worth. It's about 12 cents. So now you guys know. Isn't that cool? Just thought I'd educate you a little bit. Oh, anywho. Looks like he was going to bring his kids up here, but they decided against it. Tammy Conte, can't sleep yet. Can I live there if I have $2,800 a month? Girlfriend, $2,800 a month, and I'm glad you can't sleep. Jump back on. Can you live here on $2,800 a month? Are you joking? I live out here on $800 a month, and I still don't spend all that. I actually only spend $650 out of my $800 pension for that. You can live out here like a queen on that money if you wanted to. Or you can live a very modest lifestyle like me, but still be living like a queen and be able to save $2,000 a month. You could just keep the $800 and live off of that and put the other $2,000 away. I wish I had your paycheck, girlfriend. I could save $24,000 living here in 1 year. Think about that. You actually will be making money by living out here. Do you see why I'm out here, guys? So any extra money I make, you know, whether it's on my website or YouTube, I just sock it away in my savings account. And I'm just living off of $650 a month. I mean, it's very doable. It's super, super doable. Now, if you want a pie-in-the-sky condo, of course it's going to cost you more money. Like, I'm only paying $330 a month for my one-bedroom apartment. But I have a king-size bed and all the goodies that go with it. But if you want a gym, you want a pool, you want top luxury, you can get a place for like $1,500 a month and have just like this bomb-ass apartment, fully furnished. We're talking Kim Kardashian, how do you say her name? Kardashian? Kim Kardashian luxury for $1,500 a month. And you'd still have money left over. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I'm trying to do my best Italian, but it ain't working. My apologies if you're Italian on this live stream. Dizzy says, I have high standards, so I need pie in the sky, please. Go for it, Dizzy. You'll definitely be able to have it. You can have it out here. Tammy, you got kicked off? You didn't yet... What the answer was? Girlfriend. You gonna make me say it again? Okay, here we go. Listen up. Tammy Conte. If you have $2,800 a month, you're gonna live like a freaking queen. I live on $800 a month. Actually, I live on $650 a month out of the $800 pension I have. I'm still able to save money. So $2,800 a month, you're gonna be balling out here. You can still get a very expensive pie-in-the-sky condo for $1,500 a month and still have money left over, girlfriends. So I hope you heard that. Did you hear it this time? Did you get it, or did you get kicked off? Next question. Yeah, for you and your husband, Tammy, absolutely. You're welcome. Oh, well, I try to be the best. I try to be the best. Okay, go back. Jason Bender, hello from New York City. Are you trying to imitate the Family Guy? Pretty nifty. I don't even watch the Family Guy. Maybe I am. I have no clue. Oh, okay, Tammy, no worries. Okay. RG wants to know, can you live with me and pay half? No, I'm not taking on any roommates. Sorry, Jack. Jigga, oh, look at this, Jigga Ford. I love it. Love your handle, bro. Where are you? I'm in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and you're enjoying the Gelato Factory, second floor deck with me on this green couch. Nobody here but me. Well, there is a family down there. You can go downstairs, but we're chilling upstairs. And you're listening to jazz music. Philip, 12.5 cents, you got it. VF Guy, hi VF Guy, you're in the house. Hey, welcome in. Kevin wants to know, what can you buy with 12 cents? I haven't seen anything you can buy out here for 12 cents. So the cheapest thing that I've seen out here is $1. So they're not that cheap, okay, guys? But you can go, let me tell you, they have secondhand stores out here. I gotta turn around because I'm trying to get comfortable. They got secondhand stores out here. I just went to one called, here, I'll show you what this, I can't pronounce it. I think it's called Graffitio. Okay. I just went there and I bought this white shirt. Oh, I'm showing my bra. Bad. Anyway, I bought this pretty nice white shirt for $7.50. Yes, I'm wearing my new white shirt. I got this top here for, these are thrift store stuff. Like, I'm cheap, guys. This here was $1. So yeah, there's all kinds of secondhand stores out here. This one, I mean, mostly they're Japanese secondhand stores. This one is not Japanese. I think it is owned by a Khmer woman, Cambodian woman. Really cool place though, man. They have a lot of cool stuff. Jewelry, clothes, shoes, hats. So you don't have to shop like at the mall or anything like that. I mean, you could go down to like the Russian market. You can go down to any of the street markets and buy clothes, but the only problem with that is you're not allowed to try them on. Most of them do not have places for you to try on your clothes. So if you're not sure that it's going to fit, and then a lot of them do not do refunds or returns, especially from those markets. So you better like be damn sure you think it's going to fit, especially pants. Like I have a hard time with pants. So I actually have to buy my pants or shorts at the mall. They have an H&M at one of these malls, and they fit. But tops, like these little secondhand stores, some of them have like little dressing rooms that you can go in and try on your clothes. That's the places I go to, because I believe me, I eyeball something and think, yeah, I think that'll fit. Then I go and buy it and it doesn't fit. I'm like, damn it, I wasted my money. So I don't go to just any place. I go to these places that have dressing rooms. But yeah, I mean, as far as 12 cents, you're not going to buy even bubble gum out here for 12 cents. It's not happening, bro. All right, back to your comments. You'd be better off buying furniture there? Absolutely. Look at this beautiful furniture. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Did somebody send a super chat? I missed it. Thank you, whoever sent the super chat. Oh, is that you, Tammy? Oh, I see it. Hold on. Thank you. Let me give you a heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, here we go. We got a family. Did I take off my shoes at the entrance? No, I still have them. They're right there on the floor. Thank you. I appreciate Tammy. I really do. Thank you. What's in the spray bottle on the table? Oh, Jamie James wants to know. I believe this is a, what do you call it, disinfectant? It's for your hands. It's their own thing. Say Gelato Factory. Yeah, it's a disinfectant for your hands. That's all. Oh, thank you, Jason Bender. You have a good evening, too. Thank you for being in. Thank you. Need the link to be my neighbor. Sorry, RJ, not giving that out. Lori wants to know, what's the romance life like? Americans looking for Americans. Oh, my goodness, Lori. I don't think that's a thing out here because most American or Western men aren't looking for another American Western woman. They're out here looking for Asian women. I mean, I guess that's a gimme. Could you find somebody from the West that's interested in you? I think it's possible, but the odds are going to be against you. I'm not personally trying to find anybody. I'm not trying to date out here, but you can do it. In fact, believe it or not, I was offered or invited to go to, what do they call that? The speed dating thing, you know, where you go from table to table and you talk to people for like 5 minutes and you jump to the next table. It was from a Facebook group, but I didn't go. I was like, I don't really want it. I'm not interested in dating anybody at this point. So, yeah, but that's an option out here if you want to do some speed dating. But yeah, being a female from the West, your odds are going to be really low. I think if you're a male from the West, your odds are higher because you're going to have Asian chicks all over you, especially through the dating apps. And you have to be careful and watch your money, okay? Because it could get really, really dangerous out there. Let me go back to your questions. Am I staying here, Tammy? Yeah, I'm here now. I'll probably go home in a little bit. Hey, Stacy Stoltz says hi. Hi, Stacy. Big Daddy. Welcome in, Big Daddy. Where am I at? I'm in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and we're hanging out at a gelato coffee shop. I already had my ice cream. Yeah, I'm just sitting on a leather couch right now, chilling. Okay, so who is that? Malv? Am I saying your name right? Malv? Any pest problems there, like rats or roaches? Yes to both. Yes to both. Now, are they in my house? No. Depends on what part of the city you're in. And if you live on the ground floor, if you live higher. I've seen mice, I've seen giant rats, but none of them have actually approached me or tried to run me down on the street. And in fact, they'll just run across, zoom, they go across the road super fast, but it'll startle you sometimes. But it's a big city, there's trash out on the streets, and you're going to see rodents. But they're not like always out. They mostly come out at night. It's too hot during the day for them to run around, right? But you catch them here and there. They don't bother you. And then as far as the roaches are concerned, if you're thinking about the little German roaches, I've never had a problem with that in my apartment, although I have seen them in other condos. So depending on where you live, like when I was taking Paul from Canada to look at some apartments, one of them was roach infested. There was dead roaches all over the floor. They didn't even bother sweeping them when we came over. I was like, that's not a way to sell an apartment. It was the cheapest one on the list. It was $250. But there were dead little cockroaches all over the place. And he shook his head and I shook my head. I said, there's no way. I wouldn't even take this place for $250 a month. There are giant roaches, like these big, I call them palmetto bugs or flying roaches. You will see those. Every now and then you'll see them. I've had maybe 2 come into my apartment, but you smash them, you throw them out, catch them, put them down the toilet, they don't bother you. So yeah, there you go. Hope that answers that. I got an audience over here. Oh, Tammy, you're asking, am I planning to move from there? No, not anytime soon, not at all. They're enjoying their ice cream. Was it Brian? Brian, I lived in New Zealand for a while and Fiji. Wow, that sounds wonderful. I haven't been to either, but that sounds great. Any swimming pools? Absolutely, Tammy. Absolutely. Most apartments and condos actually come with a swimming pool. So depending on how much money you spend for an apartment, you will get a swimming pool for free. It's included in the rent. Or if you don't have one like me, you can still go swimming in a public swimming pool and you pay like $5 for the entire day. And I'm talking an Olympic-sized pool. Like, there's a place called the Olympic Stadium. Many years ago, they held the Olympics out here in Phnom. They still have that same stadium with the Olympic pool that was used in the competition. And you can go swimming in it for $5. You can be there all day long. They have the big diving boards. You could also go play badminton. It's a big sports complex. So if you're into sports, you can play tennis, badminton, you can go swimming. You can just take a walk around the track or go running. What else? They have ping pong. And there's some other games I don't even know what they call, but it's their kind of games out here. It's a big thing out there. It's a big deal. But yeah, you can definitely, there's swimming pools for sure. Yeah, I'm glad you like that, Tammy. Okay, been to Vietnam? Yes, Brian, I've been to Vietnam. Yeah, I am happy, Tammy. I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Hoi An and Da Nang, to be exact. Oh, okay, Malv. I'm glad I answered your question. I'm trying to get to everybody. Do I have hot water? No. But that's my preference. Well, when I moved in, my landlady said there's no hot water. And I said that's fine because it's so hot out here, I'd rather take a cold shower. So I just wash my clothes in cold water. I take cold showers and it doesn't really bother me because it's hot. It actually feels like you're in a waterfall and it's really, really peaceful and nice. But can you get hot water? Absolutely. If you end up renting a place without hot water, you can buy a hot water like converter thing that they'll attach to your bathroom, and it's only $200. So if you absolutely have to have a hot shower, you can get one. But a lot of these fancier apartments and condos out here automatically have hot water. It's just that I'm 30 minutes outside the city, and no bueno, no hot water. But I don't care. I don't care. I ain't got no underwear. No, actually I do, guys. What's the coolest it's gotten at night? I gotta plug in my phone, guys. Hold on. The coolest it's gotten at night, 69 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if you guys do Celsius or Fahrenheit, but 69 was the coolest I've experienced. Maybe it's gotten down to 67. That's as cold as it gets. And I've been here a whole year, so I've been through all of their rainy season and all that, and 67 was the lowest. Now it's starting to get a dog hot out there, guys. Like today with the humidity, it hit 97 degrees Fahrenheit. We're in the 90s right now, so mid 90s right now. And if you factor in the humidity, it's hitting upper 90s. So that's where we're at right now. So I'm hiding out in this aircon coffee shop. Hold on, let me plug this in. Why the hell would you smoke a can of wasp spray after school? Are you a bug? Yeah, it is like a free sauna. Oh, okay, Brian. I don't know where Zanlock is, but that sounds interesting. Okay, all right, Tammy. You bought pain meds in Mexico? Okay. Well, okay, let me tell you guys about prescriptions out here. You don't need one. I don't personally have scripts that I have to fill, but some other expats have told me that they don't even need them. They walk into a local pharmacy, they tell them what drug they need, and they pretty much just get it. They don't even have to go to a doctor. They don't have to get a referral. So whatever you're thinking about in the West, it's total opposite out here. Now, depending on the pharmacy you go to, you better be careful because there's only one good reputable pharmacy, in my opinion, out here that's called U-Care, with a capital U, U-Care. They actually have the original script, if you know what I mean, the original drug. But if you go to another type of pharmacy that's not U-Care, and there's so many of them out here, I'm not going to say they're generic drugs, but they don't have the same chemical balance or chemical makeup as the original. So you really are taking a chance. You're going to get the drug cheaper, but it may not be the drug for you. So like if you're on specific meds, like, you know, for heart or cholesterol, you got to be careful with that out here. But my best opinion would be, I mean, like I said, I don't do meds. I would go to a doctor when you get over here. I would get diagnosed. They will tell you the exact medicine you need. Then you can take your piece of paper, your script, go to U-Care, have them fill it. You don't necessarily have to go to the doctor, but once you know what type of drug and what the name is over here, then you can just rinse and repeat. You don't have to keep going back to the doctor to get a referral. So that's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Tammy wants to know, does medicine cost a lot out here? I don't know, girlfriend, because like I said, I don't, I don't do meds, so I have no idea. Yeah, there's good doctors out here. Let's see, have you popped into China? No, Johnny, I haven't done China. I would like to, maybe one day. Same thing in Mexico, you don't need it? Oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool. Oh, let me turn around, guys. Do people have maids? Yes. Yes, they do. Sunlocks in Vietnam? Okay. Do you have air conditioning in your apartment? Yes, Tony, I do. I do. But I only run it at night. I open up all my windows during the day, and I have a fan, just like they have in here in the cafe, and I just run my fan. And it stays cool enough in there during the day because most of the buildings out here are built like concrete, so they hold in the coolness. Even though it's 95 degrees outside, it still stays nice and cool. I open up 9 windows. I have 9 windows. I have my back door. I leave all those open during the day, and I run a fan. And then at 6 p.m., I'm getting ready to start my dinner. So I close up all the windows and I turn on the AC. 6 p.m. and all through the night when I'm sleeping. And to give you an idea, my power bill last month was like only $54. Now, if I was wanting to run it 24 hours a day, it would be double that. So then I'd be looking at about $100, $150 a month for my electric, but I don't need to. And I'd rather save that money, honestly. Yeah, Tammy, it's super cheap. Super cheap. Do most people have AC? Yes, Johnny. And so do these businesses. We got AC in here. Even though the fans are running, the AC's on. So it's comfortable. Well, thanks, HM. Nightman, good question. Well, I would obviously have no choice. If I didn't have a pension to fall back on, then I would absolutely have to stick with teaching, whether I liked it or not, unless I got some kind of online business going, but yeah, I would have to work. I mean, you can't live out here with no money, obviously. But I was fortunate enough that I had my pension to fall back on and I didn't have to work. So I love the freedom. What can I say? What is gelato spray? Oh, that? No, that's just for your hands. It's hand sanitizer. You don't put that on your food. Yeah, Johnny, I'm retired. Lori's asking, do you feel safe there? Is there a lot of crime? Very safe. I have not seen any crime whatsoever. I know people say that there's a lot of pickpocketing that are out here. I've never experienced it. Of course, I'm very careful with my bag and my items, but I've seen light traffic accidents out here, like 2 motorbikes hitting. People don't even hardly yell at each other. I think because it's such a Buddhist country, there's really none of that going on out here. I don't know what their laws are out here, but I do not see any theft, and I've not been part of any of that, and I've been very fortunate. Thank you, overstimulated. Scrimp pull, I did that today. Do people bribe the police? I have no idea. I haven't run anybody who's told me that. Okay, Tammy, you said you're on disability and Social Security. Do they pay disability and Social Security there? I don't know. I mean, you'd have to be a Cambodian citizen to collect, but I don't think they have it. Most of the, well, like I've talked to my landlady. She's Cambodian, obviously, and I asked her about the elderly if they had Social Security, and she said there is a system for them in place, but you have to work at a government type job in order to qualify. And I think the men can retire here at age 60 and the women retire at 55. That's a retirement age, and they can collect from their government, but you have to be in some sort of government position, like a teacher, something to that effect, to actually collect from that. If you are just a street vendor and you happen to hit 60, you're not getting any help from the Cambodian government. So for us being foreigners and trying to collect, oh no, that's not going to happen. But you still will have your money from the States. I mean, you can just keep your American bank accounts and get money out of the ATM out here. I mean, that's what I do. I don't have a Cambodian bank account. Now, could I get one? Yes, I could. I could open up one for free if I wanted to. But I just don't see a need to do it, even though other expats swear by it. And they say, well, it's good to have. But in my opinion, if I don't have big money transfers, why? Because they still charge you to move your money from an American bank to a Cambodian bank. There's going to be a middleman with middleman fees, and you're not getting reimbursed for those fees. And the system I've got set up, I have a fee to take the money out of the ATM, but with my Charles Schwab debit card, I get my fees reimbursed to me at the end of the month. So I'm literally banking for free out here. I have no fees. It's just easier for me, guys. That's the way I roll. Hope that answers your question, Tammy. Well, it looks like we got the place to ourselves again. This is great. I love it. So how could you live there then? Use my son's address for Social Security and disability so I don't lose money here. Yeah, I do that. I use my daughter's address. All my banking has my daughter's address on it back in the States. She's in Orlando, Florida. Her home address is my home address, and that's what I'm going to use for Social Security too if I get it. That's what you do. That's what a lot of people do. In fact, I recommend you do that because if you use a P.O. box or you try to use one of those virtual physical mailboxes, the banks are cracking down on that, and they're going to, last I heard, they're going to request proof of where you live, and they might even ask you to physically come into the bank and present ID, and you don't want to be in that situation if you're living overseas. Because they said if you don't do that, then they're going to freeze your account. So just tell them your son's address. That's it. That's all you got to do. And I haven't been hassled. Like I said, I've been over here a year. I've been on the road traveling for 3 years total. And I've given up everything. I don't have an apartment or nothing back in the United States, so I just use my daughter's address on all of my financial stuff. And I've not once had them ask me for ID or proof of, come in here and show us proof of who you are. Everything's been chill. I've had no problems whatsoever. It's been really good, really good. Oh, yeah, Fred. Hey, you back in from the cornfields of southern Indiana. Yeehaw. Welcome in, Fred. You're welcome, Tammy. I try to get your questions as best I can, based on my own experience. Hello, Suede. Is it Suede Wade? Hey, I like it, man. That's pretty chill, bro. Suede Wade. Yeah, Scrimpool, nice. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else we missed. Hey, Fred, you're welcome. Oh, you're in Chicago. Okay, Tammy, I didn't know where you're at. Chicago, that's cool. You enjoying the music? This music's very chill, isn't it? Okay, I see Main Mermaid stepped in to help Tammy out. Thank you. Okay, Tony wants to know, do they have vehicles for sale there? Absolutely, Tony. I mean, all over the place, man. Motorbikes, any kind of vehicle you want. Food variety, mostly Cambodian. No, Johnny, there is all kinds of food out here, everything. Every kind of food. Since we're in Southeast Asia, and it's every kind of Asian food known to man, including Central Asia, which is India. There's there's even food from Europe out here. I haven't even scratched the surface. Like, the country Georgia next to Russia, there's a Georgia restaurant out here. There's Pakistan food, there's Indian food, not to mention Vietnamese, Lao, Malay, Cambodian, and I'm sure there's others I'm not even thinking about. Thai, Indonesian food, I mean, you name it, it's here. This is a melting pot. It's almost like if you've been to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, this is the same vibe out here in Phnom Penh. So there is a lot of variety of everything. Drinks, if you're into bar hopping, oh my God, beer, cocktails from around the world. If you're into just having healthy fruit juices, smoothies, shakes, any kind of variety. If you just want a plain old coconut and drink water out of it, you can get that. I personally love the sugarcane juice, okay? It's really, really tasty. But yeah, you can get anything and everything. Okay, guys, you know what they say, all good things must come to an end, including this live stream, and I appreciate everybody who's been kind and respectful. I enjoy answering your questions about Cambodia. But yeah, we got to call the ball. I got to go to the little girl's room, if you know what I mean. And besides that, my phone be dying. And I hope I can grab a tuk-tuk out of here, because this is New Year's Eve, Chinese New Year's Eve, and I don't even know, it's going to be something crazy trying to get a ride back home, but we're going to try. But I do want to tell you guys, I have one more live stream Friday here in Phnom Penh, but the following Monday, I'm going to be in a whole new location in Cambodia. You're going to want to watch Monday. I don't know exactly what I'm going to live stream, but it's a surprise. I'm going to be in a whole nother part of Cambodia, and you're going to get to see it live, okay? And I also got another video coming out next week, Sunday. It's a surprise as well. So we got some surprises coming up for you guys. So just, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And if you are subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you. And again, if you need help moving out here, hit me up on my website, nextstepunknown.me. I'll be happy to help you when you get here. Or we can do it virtually, okay, before you get here. Either way works for me. If you just want to ask some questions about Cambodia or, whatever, hit me up on my email, Tammy, Tami, at nextstepunknown.com. All of this information will be in the live stream replay in the description box below. So don't think you need to grab a pen right now, okay? All right. I don't think I missed anything else I was going to tell you, so I think that's it. So I'll catch you in the next live stream. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.